Long ago, a great swordsman named Kairo lived in a small village with his family and friends. One day, the Demon King and his army attacked the village and burned it to the ground. Everyone in the village perished, but Kairo was away training in the mountains, and he managed to survive. For 20 years, Kairo trained in silence, honing his sword skills and waiting for his chance to get revenge. Eventually, he became known as the Demon Slayer, and he set out to find the Demon King and end his life. As the story goes, Kairo hunted down demons across the land, taking out hundreds, maybe even thousands of them. Finally, he arrived at the Demon King's massive castle, ready to end his reign of terror once and for all. But before he could enter the castle, he had to fight his way through 1,000 demons that were guarding the front door. And although they all fell to his blade, the Demon King wasn't there to greet him. Instead, Kairo found a throne room with a single red rose on it. The Demon King was playing a deadly game of cat and mouse with him. And Kairo knew that if he didn't find him soon, more innocent people would die. So he searched the castle until he finally found a secret passageway that led to a part of the castle that was shrouded in darkness. The air grew cold, and the walls were covered in demonic symbols as he made his way deeper into the castle. Finally, he came to a huge iron gate and pushed it open. On the other side was a large courtyard, and in the middle of the courtyard stood the Demon King on top of a pedestal. At his feet were 2 graves, and Kairo's heart sank when he realized who they belonged to. And then the Demon King spoke. He taunted Kairo, calling him a pathetic worm and challenging him to come and do his worst. But Kairo didn't answer. He just charged forward, sword raised, and the Demon King laughed as he watched him come. Then they fought. The Demon King was powerful, but Kairo was stronger. He dodged the Demon King's attacks and struck blow after blow, sending the demon and his minions flying. The Demon King roared in anger and tried to strike back, but Kairo was too quick for him. And finally, with a mighty swing, he cut off the Demon King's head. The head landed on the pedestal with a thud, and the body collapsed on top of it. Kairo stood over his fallen foe and let out a cry of victory. But it was short-lived because the moment he did, the ground began to shake and the castle started to crumble around them. The Demon King's head looked up at him with a sinister smile on its face and taunted him one last time, saying that even in death he would be king. Then it exploded, taking Kairo with it. They both fell to the ground below, but only Kairo rose again. He was badly injured and his sword was broken, but he had one. The Demon King was dead and his reign of terror was over. As the dust settled and the smoke cleared, Kairo limped out of the castle. The villagers who had died in the attack began to return. They were grateful to Kairo for ending the Demon King's reign of terror and bringing peace back to the world. And as the years passed, a young boy found Kairo's broken sword in the ruins of his village. He took it home with him and vowed to become a great swordsman just like Kairo. And so the legend of Kairo, the Demon Slayer, lives on in the hearts and minds of those who hear his tale. A reminder that even in the darkest of times, hope can still prevail.